All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And this is just going to basically be a quick lesson, all right, on how we are to use the scriptures, all right, especially in these times with Esau, trying to demonize us, trying to put us in a bad light when ultimately we're just bringing out the words that are written in the scriptures. Now, this country, they claim to be a God-fearing country, so we're going to use that against them because why? We have the words and the understanding, all right, given to us in whatever measure the Lord gave it to us in to break down the scriptures in the proper way, man. Okay, so all we are to do, all right, as the scripture says, Lord willing, I can get it, is to season our speech and use the scriptures, man. For example, when we go into the destruction of Babylon the Great America, it's written all throughout the scriptures that the Most High is going to do these things, man. The Most High is the one, or I always say it, the Most High is orchestrating this reality. We're not orchestrating this reality. We're just narrating it. All right, we have become the mouth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but ultimately we are to use the scriptures, all right, and not to use our own mind on anything, man. Because everything you think of is a scripture is going to come to play. All right. You might have it precepted or written down in your scriptures. You might go into your smartphone and reword it and bring the scripture up that way. But the scriptures are going to always confound this world. Let me get this first real quick. All right. This is Hebrews 4 and 12. All right, this is gonna be real quick because this is all we need is this sword, man. Okay, especially in the times that we're living in now. All the things that are being orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. And we know that word heart in the Hebrew is la'ab, which means your mind. So we can basically use these scriptures to find out and to discern the thoughts and intents of the minds of all these people, including the wicked elite, including officers that come up, including judges, governors. The scriptures, the word of the Most High, the creator of this reality, all right, the ultimate judge, the ultimate governor, all right, which has presented to us the ultimate government by way of his son, Yahushai, through the spirit of us understanding these scriptures, has made us discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart by way of using these scriptures, because that's what these scriptures brings out. Okay, let's go back to, this is going to be real quick. This is 1 Peter 4. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10. As every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High. Verse 11. If any man speak, all right, this is very important. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, let's go into this word oracles. All right. Oracles.
Strong's G 3051. Logion.
Okay, it says a brief utterance, a divine oracle, doubtless, because oracles were generally brief. In the New Testament, the words of utterances of the Most High, of the contents of the Mosaic Law. We go into all these things, which are all considered to be and make up the oracles of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We are to speak with those words, because what Hebrews 4 and 12 said, that it's sharper than any two-edged sword, and it discerns the intents and the thoughts of one's mind. Okay, 1 Peter 4 and 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth, that the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, in all things may be glorified through Yahushai, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. So the powers and the entities that are coming back to this earth, we are telling you that they are there are basically they're picking up and about to take over the dominion forever and ever. All right, and this is written in the scriptures. Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God, written of all throughout the scriptures, or the Lord in all caps. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We are using those names, and they are the ultimate entities to speak on, because all of this reality in this and everything we go through, everything the heathen people do, every thought that comes in their mind and all the other nations' mind is of the Most High. It says He's the Father of spirits. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay? So we are to speak as the oracles of the Most High. 1 Peter 4:11, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth. All right, so the Most High is going to give you the ability to use His words. All right, He's going to bring things into your mind through the Spirit that you can bring out, different precepts, different sayings that you can, or quotes in your mind that you can go ahead and either Google or look into the Blue Letter or whichever Bible app you use and bring the scripture up. And that's you speaking of the oracles of the Most High. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth. So the Most High is going to give you the ability, and it's going to come into your mind. That's why the scripture says, when they deliver you up, take no thought of what ye shall say. Because the Most High is going to give you the ability to bring up scriptures, to combat whatever they come against you with, man. Even on the line, even before these times coming. Okay? 1 Peter 4:11, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai. Through Yahweh Shai, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. And that's what we are out there to proclaim. That's why they're seeing the chariots. That's why they're trying to demonize us, because the time is getting real short. Okay? The Lord can return any moment. The Lord can return, and it says He shall come as a thief in the night. Okay? You see the RFID chip around the corner. All these things are going to basically consume, all right, into one climax, which is the Lord returning, man, and the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, by the Lord, which He prophesied all throughout the scriptures. This is Babylon the Great. There is no America in the scriptures. Okay? Let me get this. This is bear with me 1 second. And this is all we do, is speak the words that are written in this book. All right? It proves to you that when you speak this word and these people speak contrary to it, it's because they have no light in them. The Lord has put the light upon us. Isaiah the 60th chapter says the light has arisen upon us. Ye are the children of the light. These people don't have that type of light. They don't have the ability to use the scriptures to defend themselves, all right, against all ideologies, against all lies. They don't have that ability. Okay? A lot of these other camps don't have that ability, and they're going to be confounded because they weren't doing the right thing the whole time, which was studying to show thyself approved. That's also what the scripture says. All right, this is Isaiah 8:20. It says, to the law, the Mosaic law, all right, all the prophets, which this country says they believe in and follow and uphold, is what we're teaching. Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So we are going to speak the words of the Most High. If they disagree with the word, or if they come against you and you told them the truth, just know that there's no light in them. All right. Ultimately, we are still commanded to speak the oracles of the Most High, which is all we're doing out on the highways and byways. And the people are confounded and cut through the spirit, which is why they're trying to get carnal and come down upon us, which is why they're trying to demonize us, which is why they create propaganda. Because when a person doesn't have any more ammunition, they result to wickedness, to spitefulness. Okay? And we know that Esau is good for that. All right, this is Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. So we're supposed to be teaching 100% truth out of the scriptures. But that which is good to the use of edifying. That's what we do. Each scripture we use is to boost your spirit and to edify you and to bring and present different points. That's why the scripture says in what I believe it's Jeremiah 28, that scripture must, or teaching must be precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, which is how you are taught through the scriptures. They don't use this technique which the scriptures tells you to use in the churches, which is why people are in darkness. Ephesians 4:29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Okay? That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be edifying. All right? We're supposed to be saying that the Lord is going to do all of the things that he said he's going to do. He said that he is not a man that he shall lie. It tells you that in the Old Testament. Okay? It tells you that all his words, you know what, let me just get it. Okay, all the words that we're speaking are the words of the Most High. Okay? Nothing is of our own. We are just reading out of the Bible that the president gets sworn in on. Simply, but with understanding, which is only revealed to the prophets. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, will do nothing but reveal the secrets, the secret understandings, all right, the correct understanding through the Spirit to the servants, his prophet, to his servants, the prophets, man. That's it. Okay, this is let me get this real quick. This is Isaiah 55, and this is why we have to be confident in the Lord's words and not ourselves. Isaiah 55. So when we say and tell the people that the Lord is going to destroy this place, it's true. When we say the Lord is waking us up so that he can receive the remnant of his people, that is true. Okay? When we tell you that thermonuclear destructive missiles are in the Bible and were orchestrated through the Lord controlling the spirits of the other nations to create them, that is true because it's all scriptural. The scriptures to back up everything, or should back up everything you say when you teach. Isaiah 55:11. Let's start at, and this is what the wicked are understanding. Everything that we're saying is coming to pass, which is why they have no other option but to demonize us. Why? Because they're out of ammunition. You can't fight against the Lord. You can't confound his words. You can confound us, but you can't confound his prophecies or the Lord's words that we're bringing out. And ultimately, when we have his words, you can't confound us. It says that we will be made a brazen wall. Okay? It also says that in the scriptures. Impenetrable. Okay? Blameless. Why? Because we're reading the scriptures that you so highly exalted in this country that you don't even follow. And now the Lord has raised up true judges. The Lord has raised up men with true understanding of the scriptures through the Spirit. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets and the correct understanding to his servants, the prophets. Isaiah 55. And what do? They go out and prophesy, which means to say before, to tell you things to come before they happen. Isaiah 55:11. Let's start at 8. This is the Lord. Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And this is speaking to all the people that come against these scriptures, man. It doesn't matter. The wicked elite, if you come against these scriptures, the Lord says here that his thoughts are higher than your thoughts. You see? His thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways. So your ways are not the ways of the Most High. Saith the Lord, it says here. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, this is what the Lord is saying to all people that come against the scriptures, including the wicked elite. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. All the things spoken of from the time of Moses until now that is to happen and that has happened is going to continue, and is more to come. All right, so if you see snow come down and it doesn't go back up, just like the Lord said, his word's going to go out. All right, and nothing's going to come back void. It's going to accomplish everything he says. Read Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. It says, in the last days, the Lord is going to put the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding back upon his people. That's what you're seeing. Thus saith the Lord. Isaiah 55:10, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word, the Most High's word, be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. You see? Everything written in the scriptures, the Lord has prophesied and orchestrated. That's what we're reading out on the highways and byways. And to show you that it's real is actually coming to pass, which is why the wicked elite know they have a very short time, like Revelations 12 says. So now they have to go into a different mode of demonization, lies, and being spiteful. That's what we're coming into. But ultimately, we're still going to be blameless, and we're still going to be justified by these words, man. Okay? Let me get this real quick. This is why we have to continue to just teach this word. Season your speech and use this word. It's going to confound them every time. The Lord said he's made us a brazen wall. Colossians 4:6, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how ye ought to answer every man. That's how you're going to use the scriptures. Why? Because Hebrews 4:12 says the scriptures will discern the thoughts and intents of the heart of any man. Therefore, the scriptures, if you're seasoned and your speech is with grace, you're going to know how to answer every man via the scriptures, via the Spirit. You see? That's why we're commanded to study to show ourselves approved, man. Okay? That's how we're going to confound them. Why? Because we're justified by what the scripture says. We're not going off of our own heart. We are going based off of what the scriptures are saying, man. Let me get this, and I'm going to end it here. I don't want to make it extremely long. All right? Because we're justified by the scriptures. Why? Because all of these things are written in the scriptures, and we're just reading to you with the true spirit of the Lord and with true understanding, man. Let's see here. I got a couple. Bear me 1 second. Okay, this is it. I'm going to get this and close out here. I don't want to make it too long. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, which is the speakings, all his speakings and his writings and everything that he has orchestrated in this reality. We're speaking it, all right, and it's going to come to pass. The wicked elite, it doesn't matter. They know it's the truth. All right. But they're going to try to move the minds of the people to think that we're liars, to think that we're crazy, to think that we're terrorists. But that's okay. We still have these scriptures to be fully justified by, as it says here. Romans 3:3. For what if some do not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yeah, let God be true. All the things he said that happened and are to happen and that are continuing to happen. But every man a liar, as it is written, that thou, which is us, speaking his words, all right, mightest be justified in thy saying. So we're justified by the Most High in the things that we bring out pertaining to his law, pertaining to his prophecies, pertaining to the understanding, wisdom, and knowledge he's given us, man, to teach the word correctly and directly. It says that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So when we are judged and brought up to the council, or however they do it, when we're judged, when people come out onto the highways and byways with cameras and we present these scriptures, we shall be justified and they shall have nothing to say because they're going to be confounded. Why? Because we brought out the words of the Lord. And if they don't believe the things we said, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make the faith of the Most High without effect. All right. So Lord willing, those edifying. Call all you Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. Shalom.